Ladies and gentlemen of the internet, what is up, my guys? Oh, what a day. What a day to be alive and play some Radical Red, or not Radical Red, Jesus. What is it? What are we playing today? I don't know, man. We're so tired. But I wanted to get at least a little bit of Emerald Kaizo in today, you know? We've had this team, which actually I think I need to, I'm not quite ready to do the fight just yet. I know there's at least one more thing I want to do before that, but again, there's another side thing. Settings. Because I'm having the issue right now with Streamlabs, it won't save my changes. So I definitely need to get that set up, but before I do, let's check out my death box real quick. Just as a little, you know, side thing. At the start of each episode, I'm going to show my box. We have some decent mons, but we lost some good ones. Attractive, Pokeshroom, and Gary. See, that's a crappy thing, is that I missed getting Volt Absorb Lantern, and that might screw me when it comes to the Watson split. To come this far, to get a 0-death Brawly, and now, because we missed one Mon, because we missed having one Mon with one specific ability that would have helped carry us, now we won't get it. But again, you know, it's no, heart of the cards. Heart of the cards. That being said, let's scroll down. We have one chance, one singular chance left. I think I'd actually have to go back and look and be 100% sure, because I'm not, on what routes I have left. I think it's just Verdant Turf now. Because we got 117. I believe we took out these guys. Yes, we did. I think we took out the Pokemon Breeder. And now we have Psychic Brandy, unknown with Hidden Power Dark. Unknown with, let's see, what was it? Psychic Brandy, yes. Unknown with Hidden Power Dark, a Choice Band, even though it's Hidden Power Dark is a special move, I think? I actually don't know 100%. Either way, just looking to see what I can make of this. Honestly, Magby's a safe lead. But I need to make sure I don't get locked into anything. Alright. Depending on how much damage I take from that, I might, from the unknown with Hidden Power Dark. It comes in Curlia with Synchronize and Cherry Berry. Now, trying to see what's a safe swap in. Honestly, Delcatty outspeeds. We could start using some of my other Mons now. I'm honestly not sure what I need to delay, what I need to not delay, and whatnot, so. Carvana is level 27. One bounce doesn't quite kill, and Magical Leaf or Shockwave kill could, or crit could kill. Let's see, what about the Barboach we just got? Barboach, delay until level 36. Until I get Muddy Water and Earthquake. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that, though, to be honest. I don't know if that's going to be an option for us. Hi, Shay. What's up, girl? How we doing? I know I just talked to you, but, you know, still, it's good to say hi. See. Let's toss Gutsy Boy in there. See, now we need to actually start looking at what our levels are. What our levels need to be. Ooh, spoink. Hold the phone. Evolves at level 27. Ammonite, we have our fossil. We got Corefish. Should we delay Corefish at all? Evolves at level 25. I think I'm going to delay it to level 26 at least, so I can learn X-Scissor. X-Scissor is going to be... seems like X-Scissor could be pretty important. Having that move could be nice. Remoraid. Delay until level 27 so it learns Flamethrower. So let's probably have I'm guessing a decent set for this is going to be Octazooka, Ice Beam, Flamethrower, and honestly it's between either Psybeam or Mudshot. I think we'll keep Mudshot. Honestly, I doubt Octillery's going to really make it into anything late game, so Octillery might be a sack for us. Let's see what else do we have in the box. Our Gyarados. Jaws, we got Fugly, we got Gutsy Boy, Savoir. Yeah, let's see, what does Goldeen have? It also at level 20. It doesn't look like it has any difference of what happens with it, so honestly it doesn't really matter. The Chimecho could be an issue. Oh wow, Geodude's gonna get fucked up by that shit. Hold on. That Psybeam is a little scary. And he doesn't really have the learn set to really do much. I honestly think Azumarill is going to be our answer here. Or, alternatively, if we put... Okay, so even Gyarados at... Well, hold on. I actually have an idea. If we give the Silk Scarf to Gyarados, boost flail damage, I think it outspeeds everything. Yeah, it outspeeds everything and could just sweep this shit. That being said, I don't know if I want to use Gyarados that much in this fight. That being said, it is an easy answer. But we don't go for easy answers here, boys. Alright. So we're going to deposit Steady the Geodude. Let's bring out Moist Fault and... Useless the Remoraid. Yeah. You know, let's go ahead and get Remoraid up to level 27. So I can learn that Flamethrower. Alright, we're going to learn Octazooka over Bubble Beam. Okay. Ice Beam, yes. We're going to learn Ice Beam over Aurora Beam. Useless is not going to evolve. I'm going to teach it Flamethrower right now. Flamethrower is a pretty good move, too. I mean, it could also help give us some, just some overall coverage. Nope, you're not going to evolve. Yes, we're going to learn Flamethrower over Psybeam, I think. Alright, go ahead and evolve. Yep. Go ahead and evolve. That should be pretty fine right now. And then the Goldeen. It evolves at level 20. It doesn't look like there's anything I need to really worry about between getting Seeking. Well, Seeking does learn Drill Run at level 29. Alright, I think we're going to level this up to level 26 per se, maybe? Yeah, maybe 26 is the play. Alright. And then let's double check one more time. Let's get Corefish up here. And also level 25. Oh, we want to wait till it's level 26 so I can learn X Scissors. Otherwise, it will completely miss X Scissor between Corefish and Crawdont, which is kind of fucking annoying. X Scissor. I think X Scissor over Metal Claw to be, well, Metal Claw could be nice, but I can't rely on that, attack raise. Alright, and then let's go into Spoink. Honestly, Spoink Magic Coat could be a good play. Bounce. Let's learn Bounce over Confusion. Honestly, how about I actually... Hold on, I have an idea. Let's not level up Spoink anymore. Because I don't think putting Spoink in this fight, or even in any of the fights, is really going to do much. But if I start mitigating that XP, I might be able to do something with it. Curlia, you can go piss off in the box. Now we're gonna do a little dance, make a little love, load up our Lua scripts, and export all of these fresh stats into our Pokemon generator thingamabob. Okay, so Unknown is still handled fairly well. Yeah. Okay, so Unknown has hidden power. Wait, really? I mean, it's probably only gonna choose HP Dark, but... Oh wait, it has a choice band, so either way it doesn't matter. So HP Dark, I think it'll only go for HP Dark. At least I'm hoping it does. If it just locks itself into Hidden Power Dark, we're fine. Oh, look at that. Actually, Octillery is a better answer for that. Because it looks like Octazooka one-shots. Doesn't outspeed, but it's still, you know... Either way, we just straight up Oko that bitch. Curlia comes out next. We don't outspeed, but we take a Magical Leaf crit and damn near one-shot with Octazooka. Chimecho comes out. Causes some problems. So either way, we should probably put a Cherry Berry on Octazooka. And then we can have Poly Bitch as a backup. Let's check that stat, that Line up. Oh yeah, that's fine. That's so free. Okay, we got Unknown. You're just gonna Octazooka. Hidden Power Dart doesn't do shit. Hell yeah. Octazooka into Curlia. Even... Oh, I didn't see the Hypnosis, though. That actually might be annoying. Thank God I just went for Magical Leaf, though. We're fine even on Magical Leaf crit. Okay, Magical Leaf on a max roll deals 48 damage. Should be that same way for Shockwave, too. Okay, now we actually got to start, you know, subbing out. So we're going to go into We're going to fake out. I wanted to save a little XP on but, you know, we don't always get what we want, I guess. Psybeam max roll 66. So we are dead to high roll Psybeam crits. It looks like Psybeam or Thunderwave is going to be the... It's probably going to go for Thunderwave. That being said, did we just one-shot this bitch? No, we don't. So I'm actually going to Secret Power it right now. Predict the Thunderwave. Now it's going to go for Psybeam. We go into Poly Bitch. And we can X-Scissor and win. Excellent. You know, even though we're screwed, it's still nice having a plan that all comes together, you know? Honestly, Remoraid is... I mean, he's doing some work on the trainers, so I gotta give it that. Okay. Psychic Brandy is down. Triathlete Maria now has a Rhyhorn to start off with. With Rock Slide, Earthquake, Megahorn, and Endure. I think Octillery can eat this shit alive. Yeah, easily eat this shit alive. It's got a Lightning Rod and a Salak Berry. What does the Salak Berry do? Salak Berry. Okay, it raises the speed by 1 stage. Honestly, I think I'll chip it with Flamethrower. Alright. So I think turn 1, I will open up with Useless. Yeah, I think we open up with Useless. We Flamethrower. Or even better, we Mudshot it. If we Mudshot it, then no matter what, even if it procs Salak Berry, it'll only go up back to its base stage. So that should be fine. Linoon comes out. Linoon... Swift, Rock Smash, Mudslap, Snore. Okay. Wow, actually, Octillery takes that. And even the... wow. Okay, so no matter what, Octillery can eat this shit alive. Okay. It's the other Triathlete. We want to make sure that we do not proc this into a double battle. Double battles are kind of scary in this game, so we definitely want to avoid those. Alright, so our first deal is to go to Mud Shots to get this thing -1 speed. Earthquake is fine. It's actually a little annoying, but now this thing is -1 speed, so we can Octazooka with impunity now. Alright, the Linoon, actually we did Swift... Or Muds. Okay, even Swift on the max roll is 30. So, I think we still Octazooka here. Yeah, we're so free there. And now we have the Seal. Seal, we Speed Tie, and we can break that Speed Tie with a Mud Shot. Yep, Body Slam is fine. Most Body Slam can deal on a crit now is 26. And that is the highest damaging move it can possibly have. And then... I'm not sure if we kill this now, so I'm going to swap into Poly Bitch, who's going to X-Scissor, and we win. I really didn't want to battle you later, but whatever. Now, this is very important that we get to Verdant Turf right now. First of all, it'll get us Rock Smash and Strength. Those moves themselves are, like, not super spectacular, but no, we want to get that Verdant Turf encounter. That can make or break this right now. Alright. Bug Maniac Derek. You have a Pineco with rough skin and a Citrus Berry with Signal Beam, Self-Destruct, and Giga Drain. That is kind of scary. That being said, we can outspeed and just kill with Flamethrower on Octillery. Yeah, because it looks like even X-Scissor from Crawdaunt won't quite do it, and I don't want it to set up spikes. So, oddly enough, Octillery's good here. It goes into Masquerain. Masquerain has Intimidate and a Citrus Berry. Giga Drain is the highest damaging move it can have. So it'll go into a Giga Drain. Giga Drain won't do shit. Aurora Beam will. So I can't go into Gloom. Okay, Giga Drain still hurts when it's in Crawdaunt. And we don't outspeed unless we're level 29, which I don't want to level up that much. That being said, Giga Drain will be 25 to 30% even on Delcatty. I'd say we could go into Magby, but Magby outspeeds, but Fire Punch is 55 to 66, and we're dead to Water Pulse crit, so that's not an option. I said, oh, we can't go into Dugong either. Oh, it has a Citrus Berry. Never mind. We can't. We gotta deal some damage to it first, anyways. So, honestly, maybe we. Oh, you know, it would be a great answer to this thing. The Magnemite I lost. Magneton would be a perfect answer to this bitch. That being said, we can still find a good answer around it. Fossil, no, you are extra dead. You are super dead to Giga Drain. That ain't gonna work. Ideally, I want to chip it so it stays out of Citrus Berry range. The only problem is everything that I have to bring into it to chip, it, don't exactly do a comfortable situation right now. Honestly, you know what? It might go into... What's up, Sapo Guapo? How's it going, man? Play Fortnite. Nah, man, I'm playing some Pokemon, dude. Gotta play some Pokemon. Also, I'm trying to find something that's not just dead to Giga Drain or some other bullshit. I'd say we could just use Gyarados Flail everything down, but unfortunately, Pineco has rough skin, so I can't do that. Maybe an easier if I stay into... No, Crawdaunt can do it. All of his moves deal physical damage, and I really don't want to get hit with all that rough skin damage. Also, we are just dead to self-destruct outright on most everything else. Super dead to self-destruct on Carvanha, jeez. And Carvanha is extra dead to Giga Drain. That being said... Hold up, Carvanha actually might be an answer, because Ancient Power one-shots and Carvanha outspeeds. The only problem is that it's not a safe lead in with our Carvanha into the Pineco. Okay, no. Again, Artillery is a safe bet into Pineco. Flamethrower just takes it off the field. Goes into Masquerain. We're not dead to Giga Drain outright. We could probably get an Octazooka off. I wonder if we Octazooka with a Soft Sand, or if we oh wait, that won't do shit. Never mind. I don't have the Miracle Water, do I? Fuck. And that's the problem, is like most of my grass types that resist the Giga Drain can't really do anything to Masquerain because he resists basically everything, or he outspeeds my Gloom. That being said, Gloom can take a Giga Drain, and Aurora Beam crit would deal minimum 60, maximum 72. What's up, Mercer? How we doing, buddy? Hell yeah, we doing the things. Okay, you know what? I think Machoke might be a good answer into this. If it's burned and has guts, I mean, Headbutt will kill. See, if we Giga Drain into it, it won't go for Mudshot. It'll probably start going for Aurora Beam, because that, well, actually, it might just stick with Giga Drain. So if on Artillery, we Flamethrower, well, we Octus, I don't know what to go for. Good man, been a while, XD. Honestly. Feels like we haven't spoken in ages. Sure, guys. Sure. Now, that being said, I think Machoke is a safe bet. And honestly, we could probably... So if we swap into Delcatty on the Giga Drain, it'll probably want to go for a Mudshot. So we can, I mean, we can definitely get the Fake Out off. And then if it goes into a Mudshot, it doesn't matter. We're still we're -1 speed. But then it should be, well, I don't know if it'd be in Headbutt range, actually. Honestly, after Giga Drain into Fake Out, it'll definitely proc its Citrus Berry. Alright, so here's the plan. Here's the play. We're actually going to proc the Citrus Berry, actually. So we're gonna Flamethrower it right off the bat. We're not risking Giga Drain crit. Anytime away from Shay feels like an eternity. Aw, look at you guys. Okay, let's get our Machoke boy here. Oh, we have another problem in the Ariados. That being said, we're gonna burn slot 6. So we're gonna lead into useless. Yeah, we can't buy any. We cannot buy anything. We can't get any fire boosting items, so unfortunate. Time away from grief is even worse. Oh, my man. My man. Alright, back into the fight. So, Artillery handles both bitches. So, after Flamethrower damage, 83%, Giga Drain back up to like 20, like a quarter of that. Citrus Berry will probably proc. And then we go into... We can go into Machoke, who Headbutt burns. Or at that point, we can just go into Delcatty, Fake Out into Secret Power, should kill. It depends, though. Giga Drain might heal it out of that. And then Ariados, Giga Drain, Sludge Bomb, Signal Beam, and Shadow Sneak. Now that is a whole bucket of unfortunate. Ironically enough, Octillery could probably take that. Wow. Okay. And unfortunately, it looks like Sludge Bomb damn near one-shots Magby. Dugong. Dugong outspeeds, but doesn't outright handle it, especially with Giga Drain recovery. Don't know why everything in this game has to have fucking Giga Drain, but yeah, sure, why not? Yeah, Gyarados, not a super safe play. Grovile's dead to Sludge Bomb and Signal Beam right out. God damn. I really don't have a fantastic answer for this thing. What about no, Fossil dies to Giga Drain outright. Like 93% chance to Oko, and even if it didn't, well, it's still fucked. Crawdont. Crawdont could live 2 Giga Drains into Shadow Sneak. And potentially Aerial Ace. Azumarill's not really a safe answer. Jesus, there's no real, like, safe answers. Holy fuck. Honestly, you know what we could do? We could potentially, like... See, I don't want to go in until I have a safe line. I know I have it here somewhere. Hold on, Ariados, Carvana. My god, Carvana is dead outright to Signal Beam and Sludge Bomb. This thing is frail as shit. The fact that I'm also away from Ariel. Oh, you... Such a... So sweet, but also such a dick. So if we're out on Machoke when Ariados comes out, you know what? Here's an idea. Here's an idea we're gonna play around with. We're actually gonna deposit Jocelyn. I'm gonna bring back Gorlick. Because it looks like the biggest move that actually, no, Ariados wants to either go for Sludge Bomb or Shadow Sneak. So if I can get it minus, like, 3, that is perfect. Well, not perfect, but at least it's mitigating the damage. Honestly, I might need to do some swapping between Garlic. Oh, hold on. Actually... We're going to deposit Sure. I'm going to bring back Gyarados. Because it's probably going to be taking some poison damage. And if we can, like, kind of do a little dance, make a little love in between and shit. Play Minecraft for 18 hours straight is fun and doesn't make you insane. I don't believe you, Town Pig. That sounds like a miserable time. But I can't say anything. I played Emerald Kaizo for, like... What was it, like, hours the other day? Like 10 hours straight. Anyway, there's really no good safe lines here, so I'm just gonna fucking run it. Heart of the card, so easy answer, boom. Pineco down, the Masquerain now. So we're out on Octillery. Masquerain is out. Gloom doesn't outspeed. What else did I bring again? Yeah, I brought Gutsy Boy. Giga Drain will still deal a lot. We don't outspeed, but... still... Burn Headbutts is kind of nice. That being said, we're gonna go ahead... Honestly, we can get the... You know what? Flamethrower and Ice Beam deal the same damage. I'm gonna Ice Beam. Radical play here. So we're gonna Ice Beam this bitch. We're gonna get the Ice Beam freeze. Alright, it's gonna proc its berry. It's gonna want a Giga Drain again. So, you know what? Into the Giga Drain, we are gonna swap into... hold on, who takes less damage? Okay, Gyarados takes a little bit of damage from that. We're gonna go into Gloom on the Giga Drain. So it gets minimal back. And... honestly, we might... Started watching Avatar The Last Airbender and it's really good. Oh yeah, the cartoon of Avatar The Last Airbender is so good. It is one of my favorites from the childhood. Aurora Beam, see we're sitting... Aurora Beam crit does a total of 72. So we are definitely dead to Aurora Beam crit right now. How much damage does Gutsy Boy take into Aurora Beam? Less than Giga Drain. So we're gonna go into Gutsy Boy, I think. How much damage does... Okay, Delcatty takes a fair bit into it, but Fake Out, minimum roll 20, Secret Power, minimum roll 55. Masquerain after Octazooka, minimum roll 51, maximum 60. It definitely didn't go into 12 HP, so I'm guessing it was probably min roll. Probably had like 21 left. Citrus Berry, I don't know how much... I'm gonna go play Nier Automata now. Bye. Sounds like a plan, bud. Go for it. Thanks for stopping by, my guy. Alright, here's the plan. We're gonna go into Gutsy Boy. Read the Aurora Beam. Aurora Beam don't do shit. Alright, 64 damage. Giga Drain crit, 42 on the max. We're going to Headbutt. That is so fine. And we get the crit! Let's go! Okay, we're sitting at a not-so-pretty 43 HP. When we're out on Machoke. Sludge Bomb, max roll... min roll 28, max roll 34. We're definitely dead after burn damage. I say we swap into... Alright, if we swap into Gyarados right now, it'll already go to -1. Alright. Max roll Sludge Bomb, 34, 68. Alright, so we're already dead to Sludge Bomb crit. That is not spectacular. This Ariados is just bulky as shit. That being said, can we do anything to this thing with Flail at 66 HP? Nah, Flail don't do shit, dog. Why not? Why not Run and Bun? How long you planning on going, man? Probably just for another half hour or so. Also, I had to go. I am planning on Run and Bun. Don't you worry, man. Run and Bun will be... Run and Bun is on my list. I will kick its ass. Best believe. You can believe that, man. Does the mod have any fantasy Pokemon or all canon ones? So this is Emerald Kaizo. It's a little bit of an older mod. It's a bit of an older ROM hack. It doesn't have any, you know, fantasy Pokemon. It's all vanilla Pokemon. But the teams are cracked. The teams are stacked. Each one of them, of like the 400 fights, was custom made with custom movesets and item sets, better than anyone in the entire game can get. Also, I wonder Hold on, what HP is my... Okay, Useless is sitting at 46. What item do you have? You have the Oranberry. You're speed tied with this damn Ariados. Trying to find something to come close to it now. I have yet to play Unbound. I've heard really good things about it though. And I want to play Pokemon Unbound so bad. But Emerald Kaizo is an old enemy. It is an enemy that I have to fight. I must fight it. I need to fight. Sludge Bomb, Mineral 16, Max Roll 19, Giga Drain, Mineral 30, Max Roll 36. Okay, we're never dead. Okay, so if we swap into Polygon Cracker, Shell Armor means we're never dead. We're never dead to anything. We're never dead to... Alright, I think here's the play. We go to Poly. Sludge Bomb hurts. We Aerial Ace. Because we are never dead to crit. We never have to worry about a crit. Okay. I'm sitting at 24. Shadow Sneak does 2.7. 2.7. I'm gonna go to bed. Good luck on your run. Hey, you know what? Thank you, Richard. Thank you so much. I appreciate that, man. I'm gonna need it. I'm now not sure if this is within Aerial Ace range. We outspeed for sure, but we are also 100% dead to a Giga Drain right now. That being said, you know what? Let's be a little bit cheeky right now. How much would Giga Drain do against Delcatty? A bit too much. I don't like that number. Well, 19 to 23. It'll get back between 8 and 9. I think between Fake Out and Secret Power, we should be able to take it out. Because that'll deal minimum of 25... 68% damage? Although, here's the plan. We're going to go into Garlic to read the Giga Drain. Oh, shit. I didn't even think of leftover damage. Hold on. Hold the phone. Okay, that being said, we can get our own Sludge Bomb off now. We're not dead to Sludge Bomb, or... We ain't dead to no crits. Okay, Sludge Bomb crits. Alright, 21. So that's 42 to 50 on the minimum roll. That's not ideal. Alright, let's see. Delcatty. Sludge Bomb. Minimum roll crits is 62 to 70 something. It's still at -1 though. -1 damage right now. Again, we're definitely dead on Garlic crit. Sludge Bomb crit. That being said... Right now, Sludge Bomb will deal between 16 and 19. If we swap into Gyarados right now, Sludge Bomb, the most Sludge Bomb can do is... Alright, 68 on the max. So we are dead to Sludge Bomb crit on Gyarados as well. You know, we are gonna Heart of the Cards this bullshit. We're gonna Fake Out into Secret Power. Let's go! You know, all it takes is ripping the Band-Aid off. That's all it takes, boys. That's all it takes is ripping that goddamn Band-Aid off. Also, I need to stop using Speed Up so much. As I use Speed Up to get back to the Pokemon Center. But I mean, who can blame me, right? Okay. I think that was every trainer on the route. Yep. Now. This is going to be very important. We have a few options in the grass. Sandshrew and Phanpy. Not the best, but it would be a ground type to kind of help out. Rhyhorn, Cubone, Geodude, Swinub would be shit. Numel would be mid. My goal is the Sunflora, the 1% Sunflora, my guy. Also, I'm going to take that Silk Scarf away. Oh, hey, before I do that, though, I actually am going to go back. Because I'm tired of, like, running around and shit. Also, I think everything in this grass is level 23, so there's no way I can repel and manipulate the encounters. Okay, we're going to go for Acrobike here. Honestly, like, you'd be surprised. Sunflora is one of the few Pokemon in this entire game that gets access to a setup move. The learn sets are altered in this so that the player is so limited into what mons they get. Sunflora is one of the few mons that actually gets a setup move. In growth. Like, of all things. Also, I'm going to buy some Great Balls. Couple Nest Balls. Come on. Alright. I can't look. Please? Bro. Alright, we're gonna fake out for some free damage. I'm gonna sing. You know, Rhyhorn is... Actually, it'll depend on the stats of this Rhyhorn. Okay, we definitely don't want this thing to, you know, kill us. Hold on. I need to check what this thing can learn at this moment. Obviously, it has Magnitude. By level 23, it can have Stomp, Magnitude, Rock Throw, Takedown. Okay, so that's probably its moveset. Either Stomp, Magnitude, Rock Throw, and Takedown. Alright. Rhyhorn. Alright, I'm gonna name you Origin. I don't know why. It just... The name seems like it fits. Now, this thing... Again, I don't know... Rhyhorn delay till 43. It does learn Drill Run. Delay till 43 so it can learn Rock Slide, though? Bro, I don't have time for that. Like, I need an answer to shit now. My maximum level right now is level 49. Alright. Let's re-register the Porta PC. And please let this be a godsend Rhyhorn. I've gotten some decent luck. Origin the Rhyhorn. You have Lightning Rod, which is kind of nice. Max attack stat. Very interesting. It has an attack reducing nature, which is not too nice, but damn near max attack stat. Could be interesting. Rhyhorn evolution level. It says it evolves at level 42. So am I just supposed to, you know, delay it 1? Again, you'd think that me hoping and praying for the Wild Sunflora would be a complete throw, but honestly, Sunflora would have been so goated. You know, I'm just curious. What are... I always like to... Okay, Fanpy. Honestly, Donphan would have been nice, too. Like, Donphan is a pretty bulky mon. Especially when it gets the... What is it? I think it's Battle Armor, right? I think it... Is it guaranteed Battle Armor? Okay, it's not. Fanpy learns Cute Charm, and then Donphan can have either Battle Armor or Sturdy, which, honestly, either one. Sturdy's okay, I guess. But now, our options are locked in for this split. we have nothing else we can do. Now let's look up the master sheets. Yeah. Unfortunate, boys. 15% Rhyhorn. I would have loved to get that 1% Sunflora. That might have been able to bring us to victory, but man, what can you do? That being said, we already start off scuffed. Lady Vivian with a Wigglytuff, Thunderwave, Headbutt, Water Pulse, and Thunderbolt. See, that is kinda... Yeah, now we gotta start solving some problems. But before we do that, we gotta deal with Wally in front of the gym. I think he just has like a routes with Pain Split or something. Yeah, let's actually check that real quick. Pokemon Trainer Wally 1 has a level 70 routes with Synchronize and Oranberry, Will-O-Wisp, Encore, Teleport, and Pain Split. Alright, we're going to deposit Gutsy Boy. We're going to bring back... Where did my... Who is my... Who has my thing? Ah, yes, you have the XP share. Again, Will-O-Wisp, Encore, Teleport, and Pain Split. Yeah, let's see this shit. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this thing just spam... Yeah. This thing just genuinely spams shit. Yeah, good job. Scott just shows up. Good job for bullying a kid. Nicely done. Honestly, Scott, savage. Alright, now we can actually start solving some problems. But before we do that, we need to get everyone fairly leveled up. Okay, we're gonna get Savoir leveled up to... Rock Slide? Honestly, kind of huge. We definitely like the Rock Slide. I don't know what level this thing evolves at. Is it in the docks? Hold on, I'm curious. Barboach. Learns a Roar Beam and Bounce at level 26. Of course, it learns Earthquake at level 31, just outside the Watson level cap. Alright, you know what? We will learn... You know... I think we'll keep my setup. Bounce? Mudshot is going to be our main move. I'm going to delete... I don't know enough about this game if I should delete Magnitude for Bounce. I don't think so, but I'm very hesitant. I'm always so hesitant about swapping up moves, about swapping up learn sets and everything. I'm so hesitant. You know what? Magnitude's can be kind of good. Magnitude 10, I think, outpowers Earthquake, but there's no guarantee of that. Might get Magnitude 3, so... But that being said, well, actually, no, I'm not going to teach Bounce. With it having such a low chance of working, I think I'm good. Alright, I'm gonna... Who else needs to be leveled up? Everyone should be around level 27 now. I believe so. Rock Blast. Dude, had to dip for work. What did you get? I didn't get what I wanted to. I didn't get what I wanted. unfortunately. Oh, Rock Blast is 80 accuracy? No. I got a Rhyhorn, unfortunately. Very unfortunately. If I'd gotten the oh so lovely, if I had just gotten the Sunflora, we would have been cooking. We would have been cooking, boys. That being said, this might be an ending run. Also, no, I'm not going to teach Rock Blast. Exactly. It could be better. It could be worse. I mean, again, at this point, it's... No. We got what we got. Nothing I can do about it. Rival 2. Watson level cap is level 29. So, I think... Hold on. How many trainers are there in this gym? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 trainers. That's not too many trainers, but they all have a lot. They got a lot of stuff. Lots of stuff. That being said, I think we keep our mons fairly low. If I need to level them up to hit ranges and whatnot, you know, so be it. I'm also I'm very excited to level up the Spoink. I think the Spoink could be pretty decent. It evolves at level 27. I think we delay the evolution until we get Magic Coat at level 28. If we... It's not super specially bulky, but Spoink with Grumpig with Magic Coat could be kind of schnuts. Also, unfortunately, it looks like Grumpig doesn't end up learning Power Gem in this, which is kind of obnoxious, but, you know. Alright. Again, we have a full box. We have, unfortunately, 3 legends have passed in the death box. It is time that we start doing some planning, my guys. Now you might be asking yourself, what do you mean planning, Grief? Well, this is what I mean. Wait, hold on. Do I have this? Do I have the display up? Display capture. Is it this display? Yes. So, this is what I mean. This is what our thing looks like. Unfortunately. That's what I mean when I say we have to plan for this fight. Now you might be asking yourselves, well, Grief, how the hell is that fair? The enemy... You just have an entire document with every single, you know... You have a calculator with every single trainer in here. How is that fair? Do you just ever lose? Oh, trust me. It is more than possible to lose. Because, sadly, the enemy AI has the exact same thing. They calculate everything beforehand. They calculate what your moves are, what their Pokemon's moves, your stats, their stats, and they can see exactly who wins the lineup. Yeah. That being said, I'm thinking we start off with Machoke. Machoke. Our boy. Machoke at level 28, it has the ability Guts. Now, Guts, what that does is it boosts the attack stat by an incredible amount. So, Guts boosted, Stab boosted, Vital Throw, one-shots the Wigglytuff. It wants to bring in Pikachu. Pikachu, the absolute menace, outspeeds everything in existence with a speed stat of 67, with a stacked and learned moveset of Thunderbolt, Surf, Quick Attack, and Seismic Toss. Thunderbolt, unfortunately, flat out crits. Doesn't guarantee crit, but I mean, this Pikachu's holding a Light Ball, so Thunderbolt definitely can crit. Now, that being said, we have Rhyhorn. Unfortunately, Surf just absolutely stomps us there. It stomps basically everything I have. My only one save... Oh. Okay, so no, even my one saving grace in Barboach just can't fucking do it. Because I can swap it into a Thunderbolt, but Surf crit will kill us. And even if it doesn't, Surf High Roll into Quick Attack 100% kills. And even if we get a Mud Shot off, it doesn't matter. Even one Mud Shot, it still outspeeds. That being said... Oh wait, no, this Rhyhorn doesn't, Rhyhorn doesn't have Sturdy. Never mind, that won't work. Now I'm just trying to see if anything I have can survive a Thunderbolt from Pikachu. Nope, Crawdont gets outsped to the moon and back and gets Thunderbolt to hell. Dugong is dead to Thunderbolt crit. I mean, if we can get it down to -1 speed... But see, then I'm risking a crit into Surf. Because I can easily swap in, you know, Barboach is immune to electric-type moves. Against Machop, you know, it doesn't... Well, actually, that being said... You know, honestly, I'm thinking of going in with Machop and... See, Thunderbolt crit would kill. Especially after burn damage, but I'm not seeing many other healthy options. This Pikachu has an insane speed stat. It's given the Light Ball. It's Jolly, so it's speed-raising nature. But even having a special attack reducing nature, it still obliterates damn near everything. And if I swap in... Even if I swap in Grow, something that resists electric-type moves... Actually, hold on. Gloom might be able to help us out here. Because if we swap into Gloom... Max roll Thunderbolt is 32 to 39, damn near 40. If we can survive one... Sludge Bomb takes the cake. It doesn't take the cake, but it definitely can deal some good chip. Or hold on, actually I'm curious. Even one of our speediest boys, our Delcatty, can't outspeed. That being said, Fake Out. Fake Out does some good damage. Fake Out does some real good damage. Yeah, Artillery gets one shot by Thunderbolts. I have an entire team of... I have half a box of Watermons against the Electric-type gym leader. Look at this crap. Most of these guys are Water types. Water type, 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 Water type. Oh, and did I mention Water type? And in case I mentioned Water type, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 Mons that are not Water type in this shit. And yet I'm about to go against the Electric Gym Leader. Yeah. Riddle me how that works. Riddle me that, dude. Oh, dear. And this is only the first of 5 demons. See, Lady Vivian isn't even the hard part. Well, first of all, she has 5 Pokemon. I'm still stuck on her Pikachu. Her Pikachu is rolling me over in the calculator. She's not even the hard one. Guitarist Kirk is known as a run killer. I'm pretty sure I've lost a run to him who starts off with a Voltorb, which is, by the way, one of the fastest mons in the game. In fact, let's go and check what Guitarist Kirk's Voltorb is. It has a higher speed stat. Its speed stat is even higher than the Pikachu's. Although that being said, it shouldn't be a problem. Actually, Voltorb seems to get pretty well handled by Magnitude, but he has a stacked team of Voltorb, of Loudred, with Hyper Voice, Ice Beam, Water Pulse, and Flamethrower. Oh yeah. An Elekid that is, again, fast as fuck, that has all of the punching moves, Thunderbolt, Ice Punch, Fire Punch, and Seismic Toss to round it all out. Then it has a Golbat with Giga Drain, Sludge Bomb, Heat Wave for some reason, in case I decided to bring in a Grass type, speedy as hell. And a Ludicolo with Teeter Dance, Water Pulse, Thunder Punch, and Razor Leaf. And that's just the next fight. That being said, we can't worry about that quite yet. Wigglytuff leading Lady Vivian. Now, burn straight out at level 28. I can get a Vital Throw off. There's just a few things that would throw that kind of in the wrenches. First of which, Headbutt. If I'm using Vital Throw, Headbutt has a chance to flinch. Because Vital Throw and Revenge are two moves that, unfortunately, have negative priority. Now, what that means is it will always move last. That being said, I can go into Karate Chop since Machoke outspeeds Wigglytuff. Probably the only thing that I'm going to be outspeeding in this entire gym. But it only has a 75% chance to OHKO. Now, that's not too bad. That just gives more time for burn damage, for crits. You want to finish up these fights as fast as possible. Now, with all that being said, I'm still excited. I am still very excited on the potential of greatness. Now, this box might not be perfect. This box might not be, you know, top of the class, but we can do some damage with it. We can get some stuff done. Like I said, this Machoke, unfortunately, doesn't have the attack to kill it flat out with Karate Chop, but I'm hoping, because that means that 3 out of 4 times, Karate Chop is just going to one-shot. Then I take a little bit of burn damage, and it goes into the goddamn Pikachu. Now, the Pikachu is a conundrum. You have a little heat. Exactly, Tyler. I have a little bit of heat to work with. I have some stuff to work with. Now, one thing I'm thinking of is I swap in to... Well, hold on. Actually, I don't know how does... And does anybody in my chat right now, any of the legends in chat right now, do you guys know if in Emerald Kaizo, if Sturdy works like it does in the new gens? Because if it works like Gen 3, then it won't survive. It unfortunately will not work like a focus band like I want it to. If it did, this would be free, but I don't think it will. That being said, I don't know if anything can really survive a Thunderbolt switch-in. And unfortunately, even leveling Machoke to level 29 doesn't guarantee we don't die to Thunderbolt crit. See, and that's the unfortunate thing, is that if I didn't have to play around the crit, if I had just a little more special defense, I might be able to survive a Thunderbolt crit. Plus burn. If I can survive one Thunderbolt, Vital Throw just eats it alive, right? But that would require me to play around a crit. That's risking a crit that I don't think I can afford right now. Hold on, I'm curious. When does Magby evolve? Magby Magmar could be a good answer for us right theft now. Where's the learn sets here? Magby. Let's actually go into the documents. Move changes. Okay, that's just the moves. That's not any other changes. Detailed encounters, AI switch calculator, learn sets, master sheet, move changes, rival teams. Magby evolution level. It evolves into Magmar starting at level 30. Hold on. Magby evolution. Actually, when was Magby introduced? I'm curious. Oh, it was introduced in Gen 2. Okay, it was one of the baby mons, right? What about Gen 3? Because honestly, Magmar would be kinda heat. Although part of me wants to delay Magby, even if I could get Magmar right now, I think Magby it learns Mach Punch at level 31. Priority moves are huge in this game. We want to keep as many priority moves as we can. Now back to the topic at hand. I feel like no matter what, I'm going to have to dodge a crit from something. I'm gonna have to start dodging crits. Unfortunate. Because this Pikachu, it just has such a monstrous speed stat. And at this point, Machop is... No, I'm fine to lose the Machop. That being said, if Machop goes down, I'd have to go into Delcatty, and the fake out minimum roll is 23, maximum roll of Secret Power is 40. That would only deal 63 damage, leaving a little yellow shit on 1 HP. Which would be, honestly, kind of insulting, to be honest. So even my monster of a speedy boy, Grovyle, doesn't really reliably take it on. Thunderbolt just does so much damage, it's ridiculous. Honestly, I could maybe use Endeavor strats. So... No, I'm not nearly smart enough to deal with Endeavor strats. I am not nearly smart enough for that shit. That being said, I think Machoke is gonna have to survive. Machoke is gonna have to live. He's gonna have to deliver, you know? He's gonna have to own up to it. He's gonna have to bring us the W. Because any other play, it doesn't feel safe enough. Machoke, even at level 29, yeah, Thunderbolt can still outright crit. That is very unfortunate. So, alright, we're gonna have the Machop handle both of them. I'm hoping that Machoke can do it. If not, Delcatty... we're just gonna have to figure something out. Obviously... Alright, we're actually gonna keep Spoink at the bottom of the party. Do, 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 do. Oh, shit. See, even Gyarados, you can't really outspeed and do nothing here. Unfortunately. If need be, I can go into Garden. Actually, how is Gloom? Have I checked Gloom into Pikachu yet? Oh, actually, hold on. Gloom into Pikachu is pretty safe. Yeah, because it looks like it takes about 32 to 39 from Thunderbolt. Which, even after... Hold on, Gloom, minimum Thunderbolt roll is 24, maximum is 29. So that means Thunderbolt minimum crit is 48, maximum crit is 58. So we could probably live somewhat. Actually, you know what? If we need to, let's bring in Barboach against Pikachu. Surf would deal the most. Let's bring Barboach as some tasty ass bait for Pikachu, so that way our boy can do our girl Garlic can do God's work. Because if we swap into a Surf, that is a lot safer than swapping in. Yeah, that is a lot safer than swapping into a Thunderbolt. Okay. Now, if we manage to take out Pikachu with our boy Gloom, Flaffy comes out next, wanting to Fire Punch? Bro, why does everything have to have some bullshit? That being said, Barboach, what's the safest thing to swap into a Fire Punch? Honestly, Octillery wouldn't take any damage, but then it would be dead to Thunderbolt outright, so... And we don't outspeed Flaffy, so... Unfortunately, that's not going to work. That being said, Gutsy Boy is still the play. Still the starting play. What about Delcatty? Delcatty swaps into a Fire Punch fairly safe. It just doesn't deal a lot of damage. Fake Out, Secret Power does not kill anywhere close to kill. So that's going to be a Negator. I'm not 100% familiar with the AI, but I think if I bring in a faster Mon, it will go for speed control if it doesn't see a kill. I'm thinking Dugong. Well, Fire Punch, minimum roll 17, maximum roll 20. Thunderbolt, minimum roll 62. So, 17 plus 62, that'll be 79. It won't see, unless it high rolls Fire Punch and it sees a kill with Thunderbolt, then we're screwed on Dugong. And Seaking doesn't learn Drill Run until 29, and I need to keep Seaking. I mean, if I need to get Seaking up, I will. Okay, unfortunately, it looks like Crawdaunt. Flaffy will see Thunderbolt as a kill with Crawdaunt no matter what. Actually, hold on. Our Rhyhorn that we just got might be our saving grace. Or... Okay, because that's Static and Lumberry. If I get it to... If I get Barboach to 27, Magnitude has a 94.9% chance to two-shot. I think that's a safe play. And then we'll give it a... no... So at least we have some answers for that. Now, question is, if we end up killing it with Barboach, Shuppet comes out next. Dear God. Why does everything in this damn team have to be a nightmare? This Shuppet has a set of Shadow Ball, Double Edge, Nightshade, and Thunderwave. Dear Christ. Actually, hold the phone. Crawdaunt might be an answer here. Crawdaunt's got Shell Armor. Shell Armor prevents crits. Water Bolt's 2 shots, Shuppet. Question is the Togekiss. I think the my Dugong takes Togekiss. I don't know. I mean, Dugong obviously takes Togekiss. You know, it damn near one shot. It's getting 2-shot with Icy Wind. Serene Grace, Water Pulse would be annoying, but the Togetic seems to be pretty free with its set being Water Pulse, Seismic Toss, Soft Boiled, and Thunder Wave. The most inconsistent part is still going to be the beginning, but I think I can play around it. Okay, let's recap one more time. We're going to have our Machoke. It's going to be burned. Activate the guts. It's going to have guts. It's going to Karate Chop. Because it'll never go for Thunder Wave, so it's probably going to go for Headbutt. And I want to have the option of staying with Machoke if I need to. Okay, so Machoke takes Wigglytuff. Pikachu gets mostly handled by Gloom. For Gloom, we're going to make sure that Gloom has the... No, not Miracle Seed. We're going to give it the Cherry Berry in case we get paralyzed with Thunderbolt. But before we do that, we're going to swap through Savior to go into Garlic, so Garlic takes a resisted Surf instead of a Thunderbolt, because Thunderbolt will deal a lot of damage. And then, honestly, we could probably get away with swapping through to Ha afterwards. But if we kill... So if Pikachu's out and we kill it with Gloom, he goes into Flaffy. If we kill it with Delcatty... Actually, no, never mind. I never want to swap. If I ever hard swap into Delcatty, Thunderbolt will just deal so much fucking damage, it'll be ridiculous. So, never mind. But if I end up doing that route, I'd have to go into... It will go into Togetic. Now, Togetic gets handled by Dugong. Flaffy... What was your answer again? Flaffy gets handled by Barboach. I mean, Seismic Toss is still annoying. So I think we'll give Barboach... Yeah, we gave Barboach one more level. So, Seismic Toss is a 3-shot, not a... Well, even if it was level 26, it wouldn't 2-shot, but... This is in case we have to swap into a Fire Punch into 2 Seismic Tosses. And actually, I'm going to use my one Rossberry here to give it to Savior in case we get burned. If we get burned, that throws it off a little bit. Honestly, I'm debating on... if I level up Spoink and he's not just a not just an XP sponge, he can actually be of some use here. Because he evolves at level 27, and if he's at level 25, he at least outspeeds and can do some work. It can do some of God's work. And what was my Shepherd answer? I actually don't remember what my Shepherd answer was. What was I bringing in for Shepherd? Oh, shoot, man. Was I gonna bring in Rhyhorn? I mean, Rhyhorn does it. So I think we'll actually take Spoink out. We'll bring in Rhyhorn with us. Oh wait, no, hold on. No. No. It was Crawdaunt. Right? Crawdaunt handles Shuppet fairly well. Of course. Hold on. What's the line? Okay, we start off with... Alright. Here's the plan, guys. I know this is taking forever, and you're like, alright, come on, just fight it already. But trust. This is how we're going as a Pokemon, as someone who has not done a, like, you know, official Nuzlocke on the internet before. This is how I'm going to beat Emerald Kaizo in at least under 100 tries. I guarantee you that. So, Machoke, you take Wigglytuff. It's going to be a little sus, a little risque. Level 28, he'll be burned. Karate Chop is a 75% chance to Oko. But I think we're going to go Karate Chop just to be safe. Just so we don't lose. So we don't... Well, hold on. Actually, it has Cute Charm. I'm seeing that now. It has Cute Charm. Cute Charm could throw this entire thing off. If I get... If he falls in love, then we're fucked. But I don't want to risk a Thunderbolt or a Headbutt, to be honest. Boo. I might have to replan a little bit. Okay, maybe we instead level Machop up to level 29, so he has some outspeed. And it's no longer a 75% chance, but it's an 81.3% chance to one-shot. That would be a little safer. And then either way he goes into Pikachu, and we'll take less damage from the Thunderbolt. I think that's a safe play. I think that is the safest play I can get right now. We're going to give this an Oranberry. And then when Pikachu Thunderbolts, we swap in through Barboach. He goes to Surf. Surf deals a lot of damage. We go into Gloom. Which honestly, I'm thinking Gloom might benefit from having a level up 2, but I don't want to level up too much. If it makes a safe line, sure, but honestly, I don't think it will. And then we can probably get away, well... See, we have a lot of mons we can spread this shit around on, so I'm more willing to do this on some mons that I don't know if I'm going to really use later on. What does Gloom get around level 29? It gets Stun Spore at level 27. I think I already rejected that, though. That being said, I'm actually very curious. Where do I get a Leaf Stone? Honestly, I'm genuinely thinking about leveling up. If I can evolve Gloom. Alright. Leaf, Stone, Location, Emerald, Kaizo. Alright. Falarbra Town sells stones. Okay. Well, I can't get there yet. Unfortunately. So, Gloom at level 29 will take some stuff better. That being said, I don't want to over-level. But if it brings the path forward safer, you know what? I think we go to level 28. I think that's a good compromise. So we kill with... Yeah, so Gloom can more or less take Pikachu. Honestly, I might even go for Seismic Toss at that point. No, Seismic Toss would only be equal damage to Thunderbolt at level 29. Still, Sludge Bomb will deal between 64 and 76.5 damage. We should be able to deal with that. And then, like, we could even probably pivot again, so we can. Oh, no, that should be pointless surf damage. Never mind. I don't know. If we need to, we can always do some pivoting around and get some Delcatty fake out damage. Oh, yeah. So, if we kill with Gloom, Flaffy comes out next. It wants to Fire Punch. For Fire Punch, we go into our... Where do we go again? Oh, yeah. For Fire Punch, we go into Barboach. He is at level, what, 27 now? Yeah, Barboach is level 27. Which honestly, even if I don't do anything, with Polybitch, I'm gonna level up to level 27. It wants to Bubble Beam over Water Pulse. Yes, sir. Bubble Beam is such a better move. I mean, it does 5 more base damage and at lower speed. Hell yeah. Okay, so we go into Barboach on Flaffy. It can't Thunderbolt or Thunder Wave us. It'll only go for Seismic Toss at that point, which we can Magnitude it down. And if we need to, we can always swap in some Delcatty, some fake out damage. If we kill Flaffy with Barboach, Shuppet comes out next. If we kill it with Delcatty, then Togetic comes out next. It's probably gonna want to Secret Power us. But we could probably get a free... it's going to want to Seismic Toss us or Thunder Wave us because we are fast as fuck. So we could probably get off a cheeky Sing or an Attract or some shit. And then let's see. Yeah. Crawdaunt takes Shuppet. For the most part. At that point, we can pivot around. Okay. We can only do so much planning, boys. In reality, it all comes down to the luck of the draw. Let's check the items. We got an Oranberry and Burn on Machuk. Silk Scarf on you. Cherry Berry so we don't get paralyzed. Rossberry so we don't get burned. Peccaberry, so I don't remember why I have a Peccaberry on you. I know Dugong. Okay, Dugong takes Togetic. That's right. That's right. Dugong takes Togetic, and can take some... If we don't take any damage, honestly, from Togetic, we can probably do some work. You know, maybe get an Icy Wind off or something. I actually think Icy Wind would be perfect because then it would drop its speed stat, so Crawdon outspeeds, and it would proc the Citrus Berry to get out of the way. Alright, we don't... Hold on. Okay, and you have Thunder Wave. Alright. Our team is in, boys. It is time for us to prove that we belong here. Also, what are you doing? No, I don't want to learn rollout. Okay, like I said, boys, you only have so much you can do in the calc. In the end, it comes down to the luck of the draw. Lady Vivian, you start off with a bitch. Actually, hold on, before I do that, because I leveled up my Mons for the mid-fight calcing, we're going to export all of our updated stats and whatnot. I like to be very, very critical about this. Lady Vivian, with my charm and my Pokemon's moves, you'll be shocked. Okay. Machoke. We got you burned. Karate Chop. 81.3% chance to Oko. I need you to hit this, my boy. It is so vital that you hit this shit, man. Unfortunate, boys. Very unfortunate. Very unfortunate we didn't hit the range. That being said, alright, being burned. We're at 40 HP now. Surf still does not kill. He sees a guaranteed kill. Pikachu sees a guaranteed kill with Thunderbolt. So he should always click Thunderbolt and exactly Thunderbolt. We're gonna go to Savior. Perfect. Perfect. Now that was a prerequisite to staying alive. He's gonna go into Surf now. Surf is gonna deal between 16 and 19 damage to our Gloom. Garlic, I need you to hold, man. I need you to hold that shit real. Really? He's gonna Seismic Toss. That's problematic. Either way, we're gonna Sludge Bomb you right the fuck now. I need you to not get crit right now. Okay! Oh my god, poison is huge! So, he should always go for another Thunderbolt. He's gonna go for another Thunderbolt, man. We go into Savoir. To read that Thunderbolt, you bitch! Now. Maybe I miscalced. That's so weird that he went for Seismic Toss, though. Because against Barboach, he shows that Surf is 71 to 84% damage. I thought he was going to go for most damage roll. See if he goes into Surf. He should never click Thunderbolt in his life. Never in his life, dude. I think he should be dead to poison this turn. Alright, you know what? Dugong. Dugong, well... Okay, actually, you know what? This is perfect. This is a perfect situation. I swap into Dugong. If he clicks Thunderbolt, he is a lying whore. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. You're gonna die to poison this turn. Now Togetic is going to come out. Fantastic. This is the matchup that we wanted anyways. It'll either go for Seismic Toss or Thunder Wave. We're gonna go Aurora Beam here. Aurora Beam. Maximum damage. Seismic Toss. That's perfect. Alright, you still die. You bitch. Alright, Flaffy is out next. Flaffy against the Dugong definitely sees Thunderbolt as dealing the most amount of damage. Alright. Flaffy, you get handled. So handled by our boy Savoir. Which it is a range. This is a range to kill. It is not guaranteed. It's a 94.9% chance to two-shot. If Savoir, hold on, let's recalc. Alright. Thunderbolt. Okay, absolutely. He should only be going for Thunderbolt. He sees an absolute guaranteed kill with Thunderbolt right now. He will go for Thunderbolt. Let's go. Now. Savoir. Buddy. I need you to hit the magnitude gods right now. Fire Punch. Again, we have the Rossberry in case we get burned. We are not dead to crit, and we still outspeed. Alright, unfortunate, boys. Unfortunate, but it is what it is. Savoir, you're pretty weak right now. But now we got the Shuppet. The Shuppet is coming out right now. Against Barboach, it sees Double Edge as doing the most damage right now. So, Double Edge deals 37 to 44% damage. Even against our Blubber. I'm trying to see if I can mitigate this Double Edge damage. Doing some last minute calcing right now. You know what? I say we go into get it a little more damage. Double Edge. Even Double Edge crit can never kill us. Interesting. It went for Shadow Ball. You know what? Okay. Interesting. It has Insomnia. That's what I wanted. I wanted you to Double Edge. Get a little more damage off on yourself. Now, he's going to go into Double Edge again. So now, we go in to our boy Polly Bitch. We are going to Bubble Beam. Because right now, it will not show. That's perfectly fine. You can never crit us. We're going to Bubble Beam. That's going to drop its speed stat by at least 1. Double Edge max roll 26 right now. Even better! Let's actually go. Oh my god. We are one step further, boys. Unfortunately, my guys got a fair bit of XP. More than I wanted them to. But oh my god. The team. The poison on the Pikachu. Holy shit. Honestly, that poison from the Sludge Bomb guaranteed saved us. We were able to mitigate some of that Double Edge damage. If we had to swap in, get some fake out damage, that would have screwed us just a bit. Oh my god, boys. We are one step further. Now, unfortunately, the next mon that we have to deal with, the next beast, might be our downfall, boys. And if so, so be it. I know for a fact I've had a fun run. I've had a damn fun time. So if this is the end, I embrace it willingly. Honestly, what I'm thinking is, if we start off with Barboach against the Voltorb, it might just turn one blow up. Right? Because I don't think anything and their mother could kill this thing. Or could outspeed this thing. That being said, that is going to have to be a tale for next time, boys. That is going to have to be the legend for next time. My friends, thank you so much to everybody who joined this night shift stream. It means a lot. If you liked it, consider dropping a subscribe. It's free and it helps me out a ton. And as always, my friends, be well, live well, have a good life, and I'll make sure to catch all of you legends in the next one. Adios, my friends, toodaloo, and bye-bye.